I grew up in an unusual black family, and by unusual I mean I had a father in my life, and that was great. And I mean, I don't really like to perpetuate stereotypes, but I do know a lot of black people who don't have fathers. And I don't like to perpetuate them because I don't fit into a lot of them. Like, I don't like watermelon. I don't like fried chicken. I'm only okay at basketball. I know, what? Man, yeah, I know, it's crazy. See, I just don't fit into them. I'm only okay at basketball. Some people probably say I'm terrible, but I think I'm just okay. I do like Kool-Aid with an obscene amount of sugar in it, though. I do find that stereotype, though. But man, having a father in my life was great, though. But you know, he would always try and give me like these words of wisdom, but it was always like some fucked up analogy that always ended up morbidly. It just never made sense. It's like he was watching the Cosbys, you know, and he wanted to be like Bill Cosby. He wanted to be like Cliff Huxtable, not like rapey Bill Cosby in real life. But I did ask my mom one time, though, like, because my parents been together for a long time. They've been together for 25 years, you know. And shit, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but yeah, they've been together for 25 years. It can be sometimes. But you know, I asked my mom against my better judgment. I was like, how did I get here? Am I a test tube baby? Or did you guys have sex? Like, what's the story here? And my mom was like, well, your dad put something in my drink and he raped me. I never had sex with him. So I guess in that case, my dad is kind of like Bill Cosby. But man, you know, like, let me think of an example. So like, when I said I was doing free comedy, I'm like, Pops, you know, it's great, man, I'm doing comedy. He's like, oh yeah, you doing comedy now? I'm like, yeah. He's like, so how much they paying you for that? And I said the worst thing that any parent ever wants to hear. I said, I'm doing it for free. I'm doing it for free. I'm just doing it because I love to do comedy. And so he's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna give you some. So, you know, if you're in a car accident, you're not paying attention, and you get T-boned, then what about if you end up in the hospital, and then you might almost die, and then all of a sudden, you know, you gotta get a whole new car too if that gets totaled. I'm like, what the fuck? Did you hear anything that I said about me doing free comedy? He's like, well, you know, let me explain. Well, what about if you're in the hospital for a long time? You know, all of a sudden you might almost die, but you got a long hospital bill now that you gotta pay back, and then you gotta get a new car, and you ain't made no money because you're doing free comedy. It's like, what? But yo, my dad is here, and I just had a flashback to when I used to get my ass whooped, so I'm gonna stop telling jokes before he come up on stage and whip my ass out. Like, I'm really scared right now. I didn't think he was gonna come. Man, so, man, Facebook, man, I get so sick of seeing stupid shit on Facebook all the time. I think the thing that I'm seeing the most that I hate is when people like their own post. Like, I just had a cheeseburger at Five Guys and it was great. Like, look at this selfie of me, this lighting is great. Like, I don't get that. It would be like, if I was up here telling comedy for you guys, and say, for instance, I told that last joke, like, oh yeah, my mom said my dad raped her, and I was just like, I said my mom raped her. That was funny. It wasn't like, no, that was awkward for me. That was awkward for you guys. Like, that's what it's like in your own Facebook status to me, because like it just doesn't make sense. You seem like a psychopath to me, so don't do that. But man, so I still hear people use like idioms all the time. Idioms are like break a leg, don't cry over spilled milk, and I want them to make more sense. Like, I don't think they make sense anymore. Like, people say like the best thing since sliced bread. Like, sliced bread, it's been a lot of shit to come out that's better since sliced bread. We had the fucking Xbox, we had PlayStation, we had fucking stuffed crust pizza. Like, fucking stuffed crust pizza has came out. Like, when LeBron James first came to the league, when people was like, he's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm like, so who gives a shit? It's sliced bread. Like, I could have made that shit if I was alive in the 1900s. I could have made sliced bread. Could you imagine you came to the league and somebody's like, man, he's the best thing since stuffed crust pizza. Yeah. I'd be like, oh shit, I can relate to that. But man, LeBron must be a really good player. Another one, man, me and my friends, we were in Guitar Center the other day. I know what you guys are thinking. What was he doing in Guitar Center? He's probably a rapper. And you goddamn right, I'm a rapper. I got my mixtape up front. We get out here. My rap name is K Jizzle. The mixtape was Rookie of the Year. I'm spitting hot fire. I'm better than Drake. I'm better than Kendrick Lamar. I'm better than J. Cole. Some people say I sound like this generation's Tupac and Biggie mixed together. No, I'm just bullshitting with y'all. I don't rap. I'm not a rapper. Shit. Shit, I just realized, man, I gotta stop doing that, man. I keep brushing my hair randomly. I got like this receding hairline thing going. I'm self-conscious about it. So I keep brushing my hair. I know you a barber, man. You got to hook me up with the cut. Shout out to him. Y'all know all black people know each other. I see him over there. But anyways, I was in Guitar Center, and you know, we saw this expensive guitar. And I was like, man, that costs a penis and 2 testicles. And my boy's like, what? It's like, you know how people say it costs an arm and a leg? It costs a penis and 2 testicles, because that makes more sense to me. I mean, like, if a dude came to me with a suitcase, like $1 billion, and was like, yo, if you give me your arm and your leg, I'm like, pow, pow, just chop it off, take my money. But if a dude came to me and was like, yo, I give you this suitcase of $1 billion, you just gotta chop off your penis and 2 testicles, I'll be like, whoo, can I think about that for a second? I'm gonna have to think about that. I know $1 billion is a lot, but I'm gonna have to think about that one. Man, so I got like this problem where, man, I get along with everybody. I got all types of friends. I got white friends, black friends, Asian friends, Mexican friends. Yeah, diversity, that's great. Can we clap for diversity one time? But the problem I'm not having is like, I never get to all hang out with them at the same time, so I never feel right. So I'm usually like the only black guy in a room full of white people. And I always feel uncomfortable. We see what's been happening in the news, man. They just killing, the white people get to kill black people like the 1800s now, just get away with that shit, you know? So I always feel uncomfortable, I'm always paranoid. I'm always like, they go into the kitchen, it's 2 of them, I'm like, oh shit. They put something like me, I'm just gonna come along with them here. KJ, what you doing in the kitchen? Shit. Man, I was just, man, them cabinets, is them old cabinets? It was nice, man. It was nice cabinets. But on the flip side though, is like I got a lot of black friends. But I get really uncomfortable in a room full of black people too. I'm telling you, we know how black people is, man. They be your family, but they still from you and shit. It's like a room full of 5 black dudes. We come out there and handshakes. Yo, what's up, son? What's up? Good to see you, son. Yeah, what's good? Back up. Yo, nigga, did you steal my iPhone? Did you steal my iPhone? And like, he's like, no, cuz, it wasn't me, man. I ain't do it. Somebody had to steal my iPhone because it was just all of us in. Did somebody steal my fucking wallet too? Did you steal my wallet too?
I was raised with really old school kind of parents. You know, anyone else have parents like that? Constantly let you know how hard they worked for you every day of their lives.
Yes.
Yeah. You come home from school, me and my sister would come home from school, my mom would be standing there, and she's like, you guys just don't know. It feels like I did 70 loads of laundry today. Me and my sister would look up at her and be like, shut the fuck up, Mom, you work for a laundromat. My dad was even worse. Yeah. When I was 6, I thought I was allergic to bees. So he took me to a bee farm, he threw me in the middle of it. He yells at me, he's like, build a community, boy. When I was 10, I thought I was allergic to peanut butter. He went out and, or peanuts, and he went out and bought me tubs and tubs of peanut butter, and he forced me to eat it all. He looks at me, he's like, you're not allergic to peanut butter, boy. You just build a community. So at 14, I thought I'd be a smartass at my height of my puberty. I went to my dad and I said, hey Dad, I think I'm allergic to pussy. He looks me square in the face, he says, yep, I figured. Yeah, but kids nowadays though, they're like, I'm sorry. For anyone out there that are parents, clap if you're a parent here. All right, okay, we have parents. Good for you. I don't have any children, okay? And not talking about you, but personally, I just feel that nowadays we pamper our children. We do. It's like, have you seen them riding bikes? They have helmets. Have you seen them go into a car? They have like 15 straps strapping them down. All right, back in my day, it was, you pile in the back of the pickup truck, and if you didn't hold on hard enough, fuck you. I'd yell at my dad, "Hey Dad, we lost Jimmy. You know, we'll get him on the way back. The liquor store's about to close." We do. And we didn't, does anyone remember lawn darts as a game? Okay, someone just stated them, they're like, yeah, okay. Lawn darts. Nobody knows what lawn darts is. That is actually classified, if you see a lawn dart, that's classified as a weapon now. All right, back in my day, that was a toy. Yeah, we played that shit. And we knew, because, you know, it's called natural selection. When we played lawn darts, it is. When we played lawn darts, we let Twitchy Jimmy play lawn darts. All right, it was not his fault his parents conceived him during Woodstock. Right? And as kids, we knew better. When Twitchy Jimmy was throwing the darts, we fucking backed up 25 feet. We did. Yeah. Case in point, all right, there was an incident in the backyard when I was younger that me and two of my buddies decided to play jousting with broomsticks and our bicycles. Yeah. My dad was sitting on his lawn chair. When this started to occur, we were like, well, we'll brainstorm, all three little kids. We're going to do jousting. And my dad stood up and he said, wait, this shit can't go down. And we're like, oh shit, we got caught. He's like, no, I'm going to just go get a fresh beer. I want to see this shit. Now, what occurred on this jousting with three kids, three bicycles, and broomsticks is we proceeded to do our first joust. Two kids head out. Boom. Third kid picks up his broomstick, spears it perfectly through one of the kids' front wheel. Kid goes ass over tea kettle, boom, laid out flat on his ass. Right? All right. So one of the other kid gets off his bike, picks up the other kid, brushes him off, it's all good. Now I'm going to tell you what the three kids are. The kid that threw the spear through the other kid's front spokes, right? He is on the board of directors for Google. I shit you not. The kid that picked up the other kid, brushed him off, asked him if he was okay and everything else, right? Shit you not. Purple Heart, multiple military medals from Desert Storm. And the kid that got picked up, possible brain damage, he's doing fucking comedy in Grand Rapids to a hotel lounge.
For free.
Yeah, for free. Thank you. Don't do my fucking jokes for me, motherfucker. I had a terrible teacher too. I had a third grade teacher that would make fun of me in front of the entire class. She didn't give a shit. She would yell at me in the front of the class. She's like, you know, Eric, if you don't study harder, you're going to grow up to be nothing but a ditch digger. So I became a taxi driver. A consensus just came out. The top 100 worst jobs to have in the United States. Number 62, ditch digger. Number 3, taxi driver. I showed that bitch. I love social media now because I can keep track of, I'm in touch with all of my grade school friends and everything. A couple months ago, one of my friends notified me, they're like, yeah, remember Mrs. Burns, that bitch teacher that always like belittled you in front of everyone? I'm like, yeah, she's died. What's up? Oh, she got hit by a taxi. Really? Yeah, but that's not what killed her. It's when she fell in the ditch, that's what killed her.
My cousin asked me to be an usher in a wedding, so I just kept going up to everybody. I was like, I used to suck my thumb. I used to suck my thumb. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, these are my confessions. Is that funny? That's my first time I ever told that joke. Just because you remind me of that. Did a new joke? I think you need a new life, buddy. This is what I do. Good to be here. I had a weird call today, guys. My ex-girlfriend called me up. Said, Mike, I got some big news. I'm like, what's that? She goes, I'm a vegan. So, wow, pretty big news. She goes, Mike, I got some even bigger news than that. And what's that? She goes, I'm also a lesbian. I was like, holy shit. When you give up meat, you take that shit seriously. Then she sent me a picture of her new girlfriend. I was kind of upset, because she looked just like me. But bigger. Just got back from LA not too long ago. I took the back seats of my Aztec out. I put a mattress back there, put some drawers. I was the only homeless person that owned a home in LA. I got out there, I was big balling. I was big balling, I'd go to McDonald's, I'd use their Wi-Fi, I'd watch Friends. Anybody watch Friends? Is this the Friend generation? You watch Friends, I can tell. This guy didn't have a TV, he didn't watch it. See, I'm not going to tell the joke if nobody's ever watched Friends, because then it would be really stupid. So you guys watch it or not? You guys know the show? Yeah, okay, you guys know it? I went on a date, right? And the girl asked me, she goes, hey, which Friends character are you? I said, I'm Chandler. I tell the jokes. And I go, what Friends character are you? And she's like, no, you tell me which Friends character I am. I'm like, no, you tell me. She's like, no, you tell me. And I'm like, well, you're Janice. She's like, Janice? I'm like, yeah. Because we're not gonna end up together, but we're definitely gonna do it. And she goes, well, you're not Chandler, you're Ross. I was like, I hate Ross. He's a bitch, you know? I'm like, why am I Ross? It's like, well, we're gonna do it, but you turn all your girlfriends into lesbians. Half you guys got it, half you guys are like, I need to go watch Friends. Netflix, $7.99. I don't know whether that's right or not. But yeah, while I was out in LA, I learned there's a few differences between LA and Michigan. Like in Michigan, if you blow a tranny, you're probably just driving a Dodge truck. If you do that in Los Angeles, you're probably just Bruce Jenner's wife. Or Eddie Murphy. A lot of irony out there. In Los Angeles, like all the bums that sleep on Hope Street. Only thing would be more ironic than that is if Detroit even had a Hope Street. Something not ironic, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this, but North Dakota is trying to ban abortion. I know, it's not ironic, because you can't kill the only people who are going to live there. Somebody's got to pay the taxes. Has anyone even seen anybody from North Dakota? What do these creatures even look like? The people from the hills have eyes? You did this to our people. You guys doing good? Oh, nice scarf.
Thanks.
Big ballin', like it. My name is Mike Ball. I like the name Mike Ball. Besides the name Mike's way too common. So I want to change my name to S'mores. Because everyone likes s'mores. Plus one day I want this chick to be like, I want some more balls at my party. I'm gonna have a couple kids. I'm gonna give them good American names like Derek, Courtney, or Jose. But if they start screwing up in school, I'm gonna change their name to Itchamaya, Leckamaya, and Scratchamaya Ball. Growing up, my name's always been Mike Ball, but my dad called me a dildo. I know, how does somebody do that? I know that's fucked up. But I remember one time I was experimenting with the funny lettuce after school. You know, marijuana? You guys all on the same page? Yeah. This guy's like, now you're talking my language. Said some jokes I wanted to hear. Should have told me you had weed jokes earlier. Yeah, so I'm watching Cheech and Chong with my buddy Blaine, and I'm high, and I hear my dad come home. I was very high. I panicked. I just threw a blanket over him. I said, hide! My dad comes in the room, he goes, hey, why aren't the dishes done, you dildo? And I go, we'll do the dishes right after this movie. My dad goes, we'll. And my buddy Blaine just pops up the window and goes, hi, Don! And my dad definitely thought I was gay. Growing up, my dad also called me the N-word. No way I just said that for a joke. But there's my dad, give it up for him. But for the longest time, I thought the N-word just meant somebody who didn't clean their room. He's on board, it's okay, white people, don't have to be so scared. My buddy Marcus, he tried telling me that white people get 3 N-words a year. Yeah, I said it sounds like a trick. I'm not doing it. But how would that work? Would that be like T-Mobile? Would you get rollovers if you didn't use them? Save up for 30 years and do that DMX song you always wanted to karaoke? And my cousin Hannah goes, hey, Mike, what happens if you use all your N-words up? I'm not completely sure, but I know you can lose a basketball team.
All right. You probably noticed the camera here annoying these ladies in the back. Recording their best side. We record this show. Sometimes it's used for police evidence. Other times we do a TV show with it. Half-hour condensed version, best of show. It's a best of show. Half-hour condensed version. You won't see me in it. It's a best of. No. We'll see you on Cops maybe, but it's not. That'd be my bet. That would be my bet. And a white beater hopping a fence, running through the trailer park. That would be about right. Yeah, Rottweiler biting his ass. Yeah, that'd be my bet for you. Probably got some pictures of you down at the post office too. Anyways, record the show. We put it on TV in Grand Rapids, Lansing, Ann Arbor. Past episodes on YouTube. And yours truly just got Producer of the Year award for Grand Rapids TV presentation. Hopefully that will get me laid tonight. So, probably not. How about necrophiliac girl right here? She's busy looking at her phone. She's sexting right now. Well, she put it away. It's like, I don't need it. I got Brian. Good. All right. Next guy up, he came from Lansing. I know that for a fact. I was wrong about the last guy being from Delton, actually Saginaw. It said Delton on his fucking Facebook thing, excuse me. Anyway, I like this guy a lot. I don't see enough of him. Jason Davis, get it for Jason, please.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited. I just moved in a new place. I went to Craigslist for roommates, which is absolutely the worst decision to make. It's cool though. I mean, my roommates are cool. There are just a bunch of gay black dudes. I can't just say it any other way. There's like a bunch of gay black dudes, and that doesn't mean anything. And that's the beauty of it. It doesn't mean anything, but
They probably dress good, right?
they probably what good?
Dress good.
Dress good?
Yeah.
Because they're black?
Because they're gay.
Because they're gay?
That dude's fucked up. Don't talk to him. Don't even talk to him. Come on, Will.
Probably dress good as a gay and black. Oh my god. Just one in cranberry and vodka and he's just gone. So anyways, gay black dudes, I don't know, don't you wish that your life was kind of a movie? Like you'd get like, you know, like morals from some people, I don't know. I thought my life would be like kind of, like, oh yeah, I have a bunch of gay black roommates, yeah, they teach me a whole bunch of things. No, it's just boring. You know, I wish I had that like Shawshank, like, and that's when I became a better person, like moment I did it. It's just boring roommates. I get a little bit defensive when my Bath and Body Works package comes in. I feel like I have to explain that. Like, It's for girls, man. Girls love candles. But they're just boring, I mean, and they're cool, but here's what happened the other day. I opened the shower curtain, and I swear to God, there was a big black dildo in the shower caddy. Like, I couldn't even believe it. Like, you know when you see something and you just can't, like, register it? You know? You're shopping for groceries, like, oh my God, is that my ex? Shopping for condoms. Oh, she's reaching for the lube. Damn it! I can't believe I'm watching my ex shop for a lubricant. But yeah, it was just like staring me right in the face. Like, what do you do at that moment? I guess I'll take a shower with the black dildo. Like, I mean, I guess it's not that. It would be bad if it was like suction cup to the shower wall, because then I had to like wash around it, you know. But it was just in the shower caddy, so no big deal, you know. Use it as a loofah, you know, get those tight spots. Here's the thing, it's not a big deal. Like, how can I get mad at that? You know, I can get mad at, you know, leaving dishes around. I don't know. There's no precedent for getting mad at someone for leaving sex toys in the shower. I've never done that before. Like, I can't take myself seriously. Hey, what? You better not put your sex toys in the shower anymore. I'm tired of it, man. Like, I was taking a shower and I heard him run down the stairs. You know that, like, oh shit, I left the pizza in the oven, run. Oh shit, I left my cock in the shower. Damn it. Damn it, Steven. Come on, man. I couldn't get mad. You can't. Although I actually kind of was a little bit mad, you know, because I feel like the opposite side won, you know? Like the homophobic side. Like, of course they thought that would happen, you know? Like you some redneck rally, like, well, if we let straight people live with gay people, next thing we know, we're just having showers with sex toys. Like, come on, man. That's not gonna happen. Ah, shit, there's a sex toy in my shower. Damn it. This isn't a recurring thing, okay? Not all gay people have sex. I think I like my roommates. Like, there's a couple, and one of them is just, there's this new personality that I'm seeing more and more that I'd like to call being a gay asshole. And it's a completely new personality. Like, this guy would just be at a diner like, oh my God, been 20 fucking minutes since I had my crepes, that bitch. Like, why? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't think that you choose to be gay. I don't. I think you're born gay. You don't make a decision. I do think you choose to be what kind of gay person. And why would you want to be a gay asshole? Like, why would you why not be like, I don't know, the gay person that gives good advice? Like, hey man, don't take I-96, there's an accident. Like, hey man. Thanks for being a travel advisor, you homo. Thank you, man. You're cool. Like.